Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. A player of Giannis Antetokounmpo's caliber would be a blockbuster signing for the Lakers. But the Lakers would have to pay a high price for this to happen. Logically, Luka Doncic and Giannis Antetokounmpo would leave their rivals terrified, and if a trade can be made without involving Austin Reaves, the Lakers will have a super team capable of establishing a dynasty in the NBA. With a starting lineup of Doncic, Austin Reaves, LeBron James, Antetokounmpo, and DeAndre Ayton, the Lakers can worry about filling out their depth later on in the season. In the meantime, they'd be jumping for joy with a pairing of two of the game's most dominant players. ESPN's Shams Charania reported on Wednesday that Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks could be on the outs. Giannis Antetokounmpo and his agent Alex Saratsas have started conversations with the Milwaukee Bucks about the two-time NBA MVP's future, and discussing whether his best fit is staying or elsewhere, sources tell ESPN, Charania wrote in a post on X. Despite the Los Angeles Lakers making this past year's trade for Luka Doncic, they're still in a position to put together a compelling trade package for one of the league's best two-way threats. Lakers trade idea lands Giannis Antetokounmpo. In a trade idea proposed by Bleacher Report, the Lakers could acquire Antetokounmpo by sacrificing their bench and draft capital for the foreseeable future. Los Angeles Lakers receive Giannis Antetokounmpo and Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee Bucks receive Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, Dalton Knecht, first-round pick swaps in 2026, 2028, 2030, and 2032 and a 2031 first-round pick. In what would be a league-altering trade, the Lakers create a star-studded lineup while the Bucks begin their first rebuild in almost a decade. Plenty of readers may see this deal and immediately think, Bucks aren't doing that without getting Austin Reaves. And that may well be the case, but Reaves is going to be a free agent in 2026 and might not be too excited about re-signing with a suddenly rebuilding team, wrote Andy Bailey. What this deal lacks in star power headed back to Milwaukee, it largely makes up for in draft capital. No, pick swaps aren't as valuable as unprotected firsts, but that does give the Bucks some hope. And by 2031, when Giannis is near 40, a first-rounder from the Lakers could be worth a lot. Why Giannis Antetokounmpo's calf injury prompts eerie Luka Doncic Lakers trade resemblance. The NBA trade rumor mill has been set ablaze following Giannis Antetokounmpo's reported dissatisfaction with the 10-13 Milwaukee Bucks 2025-26 campaign. As a result, the Los Angeles Lakers have inevitably been thrust into the spotlight once again as a top trade destination for one of the league's all-time great players. Unfortunately for Antetokounmpo, the two-time MVP suffered a left calf strain against the Detroit Pistons on Wednesday night, causing him to likely miss 2 to 4 weeks, according to ESPN's Shams Charania. Though the injury is a tough blow for the 30-year-old superstar and the Bucks, the Lakers' general manager Rob Pelinka could have been granted another crack at negotiating one of the most awe-inspiring trades in NBA history. Following the injury news, a few key factors have come into play as crucial reminders of how Pelinka managed to nab Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks last season in what could be argued as the craziest trade in the history of professional sports. With regard to both the timing of the injury and the actual diagnosis, plenty of similarities have begun to arise between Antetokounmpo's recent trade rumor saga and Doncic's preposterous exit from Dallas. Last season, the latter of the two suffered a calf strain on Christmas Day of 2024 against the Minnesota Timberwolves. He would then miss roughly 1 month, with the trade to Los Angeles occurring on February 2, 2024 and his debut for the Lakers taking place 9 days later. Fast forward to December 2025, Antetokounmpo goes down with a calf strain and could be expected to miss a month of action while he continues to evaluate his future in Milwaukee. With this in mind, is a trade to Los Angeles the next logical step? Sure, correlation may not equal causation here, but the resemblance between the two situations is uncanny. The only inconsistency is that no one could have predicted Doncic departing Dallas via trade, ever. On the other hand, Antetokounmpo has been soft-launching trade dialogue and fanning the flames of the rumor mill for the better part of the past half-decade. Either way, Pelinka will surely be trying his best to unite the pair despite having to compete with the rest of the NBA in trade talks, an obstacle that was conveniently missing at the time of the Doncic acquisition. Antetokounmpo has stated on numerous occasions that his ultimate goal is to win championships, and he wants to be a part of a team that provides him the opportunity to fill up his trophy case year in and year out. As a result, an eventual move to the Lakers to partner with a fellow generational talent would grant him his wish and allow the storied franchise to repeat history in absurd fashion. In 17 appearances for the Bucks prior to his latest injury, the seven-time All-NBA first-team selection contributed 28.9 points, 10.1 rebounds, 6.1 assists, 0.9 steals and 0.9 blocks on a ridiculous 63.9% field goal percentage and 43.5% shooting clip from three-point range, both career-high efficiency figures. Luka previously inquired to see if Lakers could trade for Giannis. Superstar forward Giannis Antetokounmpo's days playing for the Milwaukee Bucks may very well be numbered. Amid a rough start to the season for the Bucks, ESPN's Shams Charania recently reported that Antetokounmpo and his agent are having conversations with Milwaukee about the 30-year-old's future and potential departure from the team. But one Los Angeles Lakers star apparently expressed interest in his team trading for Antetokounmpo months before this development. Superstar guard Luka Doncic reportedly inquired to see if the Lakers could pull off a blockbuster trade for the nine-time All-Star a few months ago, according to Luke Canellis of Fox Chicago. "I can tell you this for a fact, a few months ago, Giannis wanted to be traded," Canellis said. His first choice, New York with the New York Knicks. Knicks wouldn't move off, would not offer more than just Karl Anthony Towns, and it just wasn't gonna work with the Milwaukee Bucks if they were going to give up Giannis Antetokounmpo. "I can tell you that the Lakers inquired, and Luka Doncic himself inquired trying to see if the Lakers could work out a deal with the Milwaukee Bucks." Some may remember that this past offseason, there was lots of noise surrounding Antetokounmpo. Charania reported in May that the two-time MVP was open-minded about exploring whether his best long-term fit would be somewhere other than Milwaukee. That noise eventually quieted, but now, his future is again a relevant topic. Antetokounmpo has been stuck playing for middling Bucks teams for a while now. Though he did win a championship earlier on in his tenure in 2021, the Bucks have been eliminated in the first round of the playoffs in 3 straight years now, and based on their play so far this season, they could miss out on the 2026 NBA playoffs in their entirety. Doncic and Antetokounmpo would form an incredibly intimidating duo on the Lakers, as they're arguably two of the top 5 players on the planet. Both are elite offensive talents who can essentially serve as one-man offenses when need be. Antetokounmpo is also one of the best defenders in the game. It's hard to argue that trading for Antetokounmpo wouldn't raise the Lakers' ceiling this season and in the years to come, but it's also clear that the move would come with some risks, as they would certainly have to give up a king's ransom to land him. That might mean depleting their depth and hurting their roster build. Los Angeles's depth has been one of its biggest strengths so far this season, as numerous players up and down the roster stepped up earlier in the campaign when Doncic and fellow star LeBron James were battling injuries and kept the Lakers afloat in the standings. Hence, LA needs be careful, but there's no denying that a chance to acquire someone like Antetokounmpo doesn't come around very often. If he does become available, the Lakers should explore that avenue. Austin Reeves' agent doubles down on LA Lakers' warning after 44-point masterclass versus Raptors. Austin Reeves just dropped a 44-point double-double for the LA Lakers, and his agent used this performance to remind the LA Lakers not to disrespect him. Austin Reeves has gotten off to a flying start for the Los Angeles Lakers this season. The undrafted star from 2021 is earning his way into All-NBA conversations. Reeves is having himself a year so far, averaging 28.9 points, 6.8 assists, and 5.7 rebounds per game, the second highest scoring average for a player on the LA Lakers. Many feel Reeves has surpassed LeBron James as the Lakers' second option behind Luka Doncic. And with the numbers he is putting up, it's hard to argue with that take. His latest performance only furthers that narrative, as Reeves scored 44 points to help the LA Lakers beat the Toronto Raptors, while LeBron James lost his 1,297-game streak of scoring 10-plus points. Austin Reeves' agent doubles down on LA Lakers' warning ahead of 2026 free agency. During the summer, many fans and analysts suggested the LA Lakers trade Austin Reeves to give LeBron James and Luka Doncic more help. In response to this, Aaron Riley, Austin Reeves' agent, warned the LA Lakers that the young star would prove them wrong and make them look silly heading into the final year of his contract. Is Austin Reeves a reliable number 2 option? Austin Reeves' performances this season have been insane. He is averaging more in his 5th season in the NBA than Kobe Bryant did. Join the debate, share your insight. Use the comment button on the bottom left to have your say, comment, like, or comment. And after seeing his client come up big for the Lakers yet again, Riley reposted that same message on X, but expanded the warning to include everyone in the NBA and the larger fanbase. It's clear that Reeves is set for a big payday next summer, as he becomes an unrestricted free agent coming off what has been an excellent season for him so far. LA Lakers likely to prioritize Austin Reeves over LeBron James. Given how he has started the season, the LA Lakers will make keeping Austin Reeves this summer their main priority, even over LeBron James. James is 41 and looking like he is done as an All-NBA caliber player. However, in his decline, Reeves has stepped up to that level. Reeves wants to be an LA Lakers star for life, so the team already has an advantage to retain him. And given how he is playing, it would be foolish for them to surrender him. Do the LA Lakers have the best backcourt in the NBA? Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves are the 4th duo in 50 years to each record 30-plus points in 3 straight games. How far can this duo take the Lakers? Join the debate, share your insight. Use the comment button on the bottom left to have your say, comment, like, or comment. However, the Lakers would trade Reeves for Giannis Antetokounmpo should the opportunity present itself to them. Keep an eye out for Reeves this season, as his future is sure to be a huge talking point among LA Lakers fans as the season goes on. Lakers' dream Giannis trade comes with a painful Austin Reeves reality check. If the Bucks will only trade Giannis Antetokounmpo to the Lakers for Austin Reeves, so be it. Giannis Antetokounmpo is suddenly a viable trade option and 29 teams are now scrambling to put together their best offer. That will inevitably include the Los Angeles Lakers, which would have an opportunity to pair Antetokounmpo with Luka Doncic in a superstar duo unlike any other. The unfortunate truth that the Lakers must first confront, however, is that they can't realistically trade for Antetokounmpo without giving up Austin Reeves. Los Angeles is a viable destination for Antetokounmpo from a basketball perspective. With Antetokounmpo and Doncic leading the charge, the purple and gold would have 2 of the all-but-consensus 5 best players in the NBA on the same roster. With Doncic thriving as a perimeter scoring threat and playmaker, and Antetokounmpo dominating the interior and providing elite defense, they could complement one another to perfection. Unfortunately, the Lakers aren't exactly swimming in desirable assets. The only first-round draft pick they can outright trade is a 2031 selection. Their young pieces haven't exactly emerged as franchise-altering players, and potential pick swaps may only be so appealing with a championship-caliber duo leading the charge to potential 50-win seasons. With this in mind, the Lakers' only realistic path to acquiring Antetokounmpo seems to run through offering Reeves, and even then, it depends on a long-term commitment from him. Including Austin Reeves is Lakers' only hope of trading for Giannis. Los Angeles could potentially swap LeBron James for Antetokounmpo to make the salaries align, but it's unlikely that the 4-time MVP would want to play for a rebuilding team. It's also possible that additional trade partners could be included to facilitate a deal, with James ultimately landing on a contender. Even still, Los Angeles would be brought back to square one with limited draft resources to offer in a potential trade and even fewer proven up-and-comers to sweeten the pot. That makes the outgoing trade package most likely to center around Reeves and Rui Hachimura. Their respective contracts add up to roughly $32.1 million, and a combination of Maxi Kleber and Gabe Vincent's expiring deals could complete the financial alignment from there. Milwaukee would likely also request the inclusion of some combination of Dalton Knecht, Jake LaRavia, and a Duthiero for the sake of bolstering its rebuilding efforts. Even then, it's easy to envision a scenario in which other franchises offer something more compelling to Milwaukee. That's exactly why there isn't a workaround to including Reeves. There's no scenario in which the Lakers can propose a truly appealing offer without him. It's difficult to justify the Lakers trading Reeves during his leap to stardom at 28.1 points, 6.6 assists, 5.7 rebounds, and 1.2 steals per game, but that's exactly why the Bucks would want the chance to build around him. Austin Reeves would need to commit to Bucks for Giannis trade to occur. Even then, Milwaukee would be highly unlikely to complete such a trade without a guarantee from Reeves that he'd re-sign with them. He'll be an unrestricted free agent this coming summer and could thus leave the Bucks after playing mere months for them. As such, the Lakers' dream of landing Antetokounmpo will not only require them trading Reeves, but hinges upon a commitment it can't fairly ask him to make. With this in mind, the harsh reality may very well be that the Lakers aren't as realistic an option for Reeves as they'd like to be. There's every reason to dream of what Antetokounmpo and Doncic could accomplish as teammates, but reality doesn't appear likely to be as kind at this juncture. Los Angeles will inevitably explore every avenue it can to find a way to trade for Antetokounmpo, but the path to doing so relies too heavily on Reeves for even the most optimistic of fans to ignore. Dwight Howard wants to see Giannis Antetokounmpo team up with Luka Doncic and LeBron James on Lakers. One of the big developing stories in the NBA has to do with Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo meeting with the franchise in order to figure out whether it is best for him to remain with the team going forward. Of course, anytime something like this happens, with a player of Antetokounmpo's magnitude, rumors immediately begin to swirl and the idea of him joining a team like the Los Angeles Lakers start to float. Nothing has come out saying that Giannis wants to leave the Bucks, or that he would want to join the Lakers should he come to the conclusion that he wants to leave, as the New York Knicks have been the team he's been linked to most. But that won't stop fans from dreaming of the idea of him joining Luka Doncic in the purple and gold, and that includes former Lakers center Dwight Howard. Howard recently took to social media and gave his quick thoughts on the idea of Antetokounmpo teaming up with Doncic and LeBron James with the Lakers. Luka, Giannis, and LeBron might arguably be the most talented trio ever put together in NBA history if that were to come to fruition. Howard is like many fans in that just dreaming of them in the same uniform is amazing, though logistically it would be difficult to pull off. First and foremost, the Lakers being hard-capped at the first apron makes the deal a bit more difficult to pull off, and it would undoubtedly cost them Austin Reeves and multiple other players just to make the salaries work. But the Lakers have very little draft capital to trade, and the Bucks would surely get trade offers from other teams that would net them not only a promising young player, but also multiple first-round picks that LA can't match. Of course, it has been proven time and time again that anything is possible in the NBA, and the Lakers have always seemed to find a way to land their stars in big trades. If the Lakers could somehow land Giannis, the entire fanbase, Howard included, would explode from joy at them pulling off another move thought to be impossible.